Mr. Nightspyder here, and you're watching the Nightspyder Collector. Today we're going to be taking a look at Air Raid. I've actually had this guy for almost maybe 3 months. I just never opened the package till recently. So let's get into it. So this, I strongly believe, this is going back to another video I did, but I miss seeing Transformers coming in their vehicle mode and then going from vehicle mode to robot mode. I felt that's very more exciting. It just makes it more, I don't know, something to look forward to. But as you can see here, we have some, going back to Air Raid here, some nice paint on the wings. I like that. Like a silver, mustard, and red color. That's really cool. I'm happy that at least it ain't like Firefly and what's the other one, Quickslinger, where there's the exact same mold. At least we have a different mold and it transforms a different way, which I'll demonstrate. But you see here the wings already have a different motion than the other ones. I think that's really cool. You got the Autobot logo here and here. This is rubber, which is smart, so it doesn't chip or break. I haven't had anything like this rubber for like a decade, as far as, so I hope this will, withstand the test of time. Got some silver paint through. Silver, yeah, it's silver. It looked white for a second, but it's hard to see, but it's silver. If you look on the bottom, most of it's basically he folds, crunches up, and I mean it's like a shell former almost, but it's just everything so underneath it. So let's get this, since we already have it in vehicle mode. Let's just go straight into the leg mode so you can see the difference there, or see how that goes. It's pretty straightforward. These are going to fold up. These are also going to fold up to the right to the front there. And just like some of the other ones, this part comes down and clicks in here. But for the sake of transformation, let's get this guy fully transformed. And the legs also open and close and collapse the same way as the other ones. You know what, that didn't work. I have to turn his head around so it doesn't. There you go. Hopefully that closes all the way now. Yeah, okay, so you got to turn the head around so it's not facing outward, or it's not gonna, the legs aren't gonna close all the way properly. And then this is going to click in there, and then the wings just go forward. It looks like that. I guess you could, put it any way you want, but this looks cool to me. I like, it's just so different. I really enjoy it. Or you could put it down like that, whatever. And here comes the little, you guys all know these, the little, I'm thinking about getting the upgrade kit now. The Perfect Effects, it's been long enough, but he's, it's pegged right. Well, if it stays in the form right there. And there you have Air Raid in leg mode. Pretty cool. Good detail. If you want to go G1, which a lot of people do, this is what it'll look like. G1, like that. But I really like having the planes forward. Some people are just real against that, but I think that's really cool, Anyway, let's get this guy transformed. Let's see what that's about. So, arms always, just unpeg them. See, there's this little notch there where it pegs into the side. Get all the way up. And stated before, the legs just kind of open, and then you clap them back together to form the leg, or reclose the leg. There we go. Oops, I missed that one. There we go. And then pull the head down. And there you have it. Air Raid. Really cool. I just love when you get something different and it's not just a mold of a remold of a remold. This is similar to Skydive in a sense, but it's having the arm plates, but it's still a different mold. And and they paint it like an orangey, mustardy color. Got a small Autobot logo here, and if you see the face, actually the face, this is probably one of the better head sculpts I like. Look at that. You got the eyes, almost looks like they're glowing, but it's just the color they used for the eyes is really just sharp. The silver on the face there, really sharp. I just love it. I don't think anything else they could have did better or different. I just love how it looks. And you got the little like metallic blue on his head. That's really cool. Like, I'm really pleased with this guy. Excuse me. And then you got some red paint here and there. A little bit of a chip there, but I think that's more of a, you could just touch it up. That's just more of like, I'm sure someone, maybe the paint was gooped on and chipped off, or who knows how that went down. But very pleased with him. These guys don't have any type of ankle pivot, ankle rocker, but they do stand okay. Okay. The weapon he gets is essentially a remold of Skydive's weapon, but it's white instead of black. And I think that works really well. I would, as much as I complain, I really would like to see unique weapons to each character, but at the same time, I think this is a good choice for a weapon. So that's cool. You got some, I didn't go over this, you got the detail paint in there. Kind of breaks it up nicely here and here. This peg kind of bulges out. It kind of bulges out like Skydives did. So it kind of makes him look like he's like buff or working out or something. And let's get him into arm mode, and then, you can use your own judgment and see how you guys feel about this. Oh, I didn't notice this. That's cool. Hold on. See the hole right there? That is awesome. I love that. That looks way cool. If they go on that side, you might actually be able to somewhat utilize one of these. I mean, it's still obnoxious, but a lot better than the alternative, putting it on their shoulder or their back. So yeah, like I said, this is my first time playing with it. I haven't opened this thing in like 3 months, so you're learning as I'm learning. All right, well, I'm pleased with that. It gets more bonus points there, right? So, last but not least, let's get this guy in his arm mode, and then he'll be good to go. Now, when I put in arm mode, it's always like putting the head backwards there, so you don't see it if you're looking down. So that's a good thing. This part again, let's see, there's a way, there we go. The arm's going to tab in, there's a little tab there, right there, to hold it in place there. That's basically it. That's going to keep it there. And then, as always, just click the legs together, turn the waist with that little fist thingy. These aren't bad. I really don't have as much hate for them as a lot of other people do, but the Perfect Effects one is looking more appealing over time. But there you go. This is arm mode. The side, front. I usually keep them facing forward, so you have that. But you can put it this way or that way, whatever way suits your collection needs. And you can also use this as a weapon, or you could come up with something, peg this on the arm back here. It's not too shabby. So yeah, there's Air Raid. I really have no major gripes with him. It's been a pleasant surprise all the way since I got this guy. The thing I love about the aerial bots that you're gonna get over any Stunticon, I mean, I enjoy the Stunticons, is the aerial bots are going to be a solid leg for combiner mode, and they're going to be a solid arm for combiner mode. It's not going to be like off-road, where he's a great leg but a horrible arm, or breakdown, where he's a good arm but a horrible leg. And these are just the things I do when I play with them, see which part they play better. So thank you for watching. Please, if you have any comments, please share your thoughts. Like the video, share the video, subscribe. And this is the Nightspyder Collector signing off. Peace.